recorded it, but I want to record that, if that's all right.
You'll record this? Yeah. Just record that, yeah.
When do you think the end's going to be the date, the actual date?
The end of what? The end of what? Sorry.
Oh, you mean the end of America?
Yeah.
Oh, so by 2000, this year?
No, I believe it's October now. October coming. Around October this year, 2018.
Right. Guys?
If Korea wasn't dismantling, then I would say I would agree with you, but because they're saying...
But Korea isn't dismantling.
What's the name of this person?
They're not dismantling. They're just pretending to dismantle.
What's the name of the person who wrote this?
This guy who
predicted this?
Benjamin Baruch.
Benjamin Baruch.
Benjamin Baruch, yeah.
Okay.
B-A-R-U-C-H.
Guys,
He's Jewish American guy.
Jewish American guy, yeah? Have a look at that, right?
He has got actual insight from God. He's actually, because most people speak, but they're just doing research. He's actually had God actually spoken to him about this. That's why he knows. And other people, Henry Groover, Dmitry Dudimov, Henry Wilkinson, these guys have been actually spoken to by God. So everyone else, we're on the back of them. We just basically say what they've said, report what they've said, what God has given them. We haven't actually had the revelation, but these guys have.
Yeah.
From God. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting because the thing is this: a lot of this type of stuff. Yeah, there's been a lot of predictions. A lot of people's predicted when this is going to happen, and there's going to be a war and that, the other. Now, you asked about North Korea and South Korea, yeah?
Well, he didn't ask; he just mentioned.
Or mention it, right? And it's interesting to see that they are coming together at the moment, yeah. But I don't believe. As this man says that they're going to get rid of their nuclear weapons. I believe Kim's.
And they're pretending now they're getting rid of their site.
No, they're getting rid of the testing, the areas that they test them and probably build them. But Kim's already got his stockpile of already tested nuclear weapons, yeah. And he ain't going to get rid of them, I don't think.
What they got to do is put some stealth technology on that nuke, fire it, and then they won't even see it coming. If they put stealth, the stealth technology plane.
Yeah.
If they worked out how to make that nuke stealth.
Yeah.
So when it's flying, the Americans won't even see it. Then his theory might come true. If that happened, I don't think he would retaliate. Russia wouldn't bomb North Korea because they like North Korea. They probably do dealings with them on the side.
Yeah.
Who else? So if North Korea fired a nuke, and all of a sudden we heard now, boom, America's being nuked, North America and South.
Yeah.
Who's going to fire back? No one would. And no one would know it was North Korea because it's stealth, isn't it? It would just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No one would take responsibility. Or ISIS might go, it was us.
Yeah.
It wasn't them.
Yeah, of course.
North Korea will stay silent and then you'll see someone coming on.
Yeah.
And all the Muslims would have to suffer.
Yeah. You see, the thing is I've heard so many predictions over the years.
All of this year, all of this and everything, all the politics, what they want to do is control population. And the way they do it to control the numbers is by creating a war and then they provide. Look at that film with Tom Cruise, American Made. Watch that. He works with the CIA. They caused the problem, and then they supplied one army, and then he supplied the rebels.
Yeah, that's right.
So the CIA were on that side, but he said, no, but we want you to supply the rebels to fight them.
Yes.
So they want the rebels to go there with a gun, so then they just get blown to bits with the guns the other guys have got.
Yes.
But if they're walking with no gun, they would just arrest them. But the Americans, everyone, they want them to be killed, because then that's 1,000 people. That's resources are more increased. That's how they do it. Look at Georgia Guidestones. Why have they got these tablets there in 4 or 5 different languages saying maintain humanity under 500
million, around the world, isn't it? That's not a lot.
Yeah.
So the rest they're taken out.
Yeah. That looks like that area will survive. Whatever's going to happen, that community is going to be living there. They're going to see that as their commandments, basically.
Interesting, isn't it?
The rich will survive, but in the end, when God destroys everything, then the rich, if we're in a bit of hiding, they'll get destroyed as well. In the end.
Yeah.
He actually interprets this as Germany, Russia, and Britain, which I was like, oh, but it fits in because it actually fits in with. It's in Daniel, but it fits in with Revelation, which mentions Revelation. So the fact that it kind of ties up, but he doesn't just talk about that. He talks about the subject matter that he talks about is so different, but it's just all there's no way one. And like I said to my friend here, he's either Satan, has a brilliant mind of Satan, or he's telling the truth.
You as a person, don't you think that you have the ability to work stuff out for yourself? Do you think you have to rely on some other man?
I don't have to rely on anyone else, but I have to, based on my rational reasoning powers, I will have to make judgments based on what I see, and based on my reasoning of what I've seen.
Reasoning, isn't it?
The thing is, we all can't. Yeah, go on.
What I say is, he doesn't just talk about one specific. He's not just talking about this. He talks about other subjects. So based on the 10 other subjects that he talks about, which most other people, other Christian scholars or other people talk about, who don't get it as correct as him, don't get it correct. That's why I would say these other people are
respected. You don't know he's got it correct. You don't know he's got it correct.
No, I mean the other stuff he talks about. The other stuff he talks about. Yeah, it's too much to really go into, but it's basically he gives interpretations of he gives explanations of various biblical stuff, which for a person who's into the Bible, when you read it, because you've read it and you thought, oh wow, and the way it all ties in, it's just this guy has something. He has something. Based on, I believe I've got good reasoning powers. I've got good discernment. I believe I've got good discernment, and I believe he's what the rest have said is incorrect. What he said has been correct. Some of them say certain things that he says, but then they don't say. He talks about say he talks about 5 different things. He says something different about that one. They say the same on that, but they disagree with him on that. They say another person says the same on that, but disagree on the other 5. What he says on all of the topics is, to me, just all ties in and all makes sense. So you've got other people who are recognised on YouTube who say that, who say that, who say that, but they all differently agree with different points, but they don't all come together on his points, which I believe his points are all consistently, coherently correct, accurate. They all tie in and make sense to me. Because to me, truth has to be logically consistent and has to be coherent. In my
it also has to be tested.
Well, no, you can't test God. How can you test God?
I'm talking about a truth in a sense, because what would be interesting is if in October, if he's predicting that these things will happen by October, and it does happen.
Yeah, October, November, yeah, and it does happen.
Then it's tested and it stands true. Yeah. So it would be easier then for that if he then makes another prediction for next year. It'll be more comforting or more easier to want to believe.
Of course, but like for people who believe in the Bible, sometimes you have to take a leap or a step of faith.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you have to believe based on evidence.
Yeah.
See, so some people might say this isn't evidence, this is just crap. But for me, based on all his stuff, it's, as I say, it all coheres together. And
Where's he then? Where is he?
Sorry?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Yeah, you're here. Where is he?
He's just based in America.
Oh, he's in America.
Because he has to. America's going to be destroyed. Remember, they have to be warned. We're just getting the sort of little bit of it.
But my other problem is, of course, God doesn't. It says God doesn't do anything except he warns his servants, the prophets.
Yeah. Amos 3.
Servants, plural.
Yeah.
Now, if there's a group of people saying the same stuff, then,
like I said to this
but
man,
if it's just one man with raised up his voice, I'm sorry, it's most likely.
Like I said when you just came over and I was speaking to this man and the other Muslim guy, I said there's other guys. There's a guy called Henry Groover. Check him out, Henry Groover. Talked about America being destroyed. A guy called Dmitry Duduman. Sorry. Another guy called Henry Wilkinson. Another guy called Stephen Quayle. Stephen Quayle's quite interesting. He talks about a lot of stuff. He's very interesting on himself. Stephen Quayle. There's a guy called Irving Bashir. He's not the only one. There's lots of people saying that America is the daughter of Babylon and is due for destruction. There's a guy called Jonathan Kahn who wrote the he wrote. What is it called?
I know him.
He wrote.
I mean, Babylon isn't a particular nation; it's a spiritual entity.
I said daughter of Babylon.
It's an entity, isn't it? And it exists in all societies. It's not just, you can't just say it's one place anymore. In the Old Testament, it was a specific place.
Well, as I said,
now, of course, it exists in England. It's a spiritual entity.
Yeah. The Babylon itself, yes, is a system.
Same as the New Jerusalem exists everywhere, and it's been built.
As New Jerusalem is what, sorry?
Is existing and being built.
I wouldn't agree with that. No.
Well, that's what it talks about in Revelation. It says it will come down from heaven. You know, Jesus said, "I will build my kingdom, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it." He's building his kingdom. That's New Jerusalem.
If it's coming, okay. So you're saying that
they exist side by side.
side by side.
Jesus gave a story of two houses.
Well, the literal and the spiritual, you're saying, exist side by side. The literal and the spiritual exist side by side. You're saying.
No, I'm trying to say to you that are both actually spiritual dimensions. One is the fallen world where man is, secular humanism and false religion and all that kind of stuff. The other one is where God is establishing his kingdom. Jesus said, there's two houses. Two houses will be built.
The only reason I disagree with you is that in building what in heaven? Building what in heaven exactly?
Jesus said, that he is come to build his.
No. I'm asking. I'm saying. You said he's building New Jerusalem. What is that?
Well, it's already coming down. It's on its way down.
It's on its way down.
Yeah, of course it is. That's what it talks about in Revelation. It says, "I saw a New Jerusalem coming down from heaven." It's on its way down.
The book of Revelation refers a lot about the tribulation which is to come, which is 3.5 years, 42 months, 1,022 days. That hasn't happened yet, and that's to come. So and New Jerusalem hasn't. That time for Jerusalem hasn't come yet either. So what?
Yeah, but you're still thinking in terms of a physical place and building.
That's what I'm asking. I'm saying
it's not. It's a spiritual place. Jesus said, so wherever two or three gather together, there I am in the midst.
Okay. So let me ask the question. Maybe I can get an answer. Are you saying that New Jerusalem is a spiritual body of people which is being put together?
I'm already part of it.
Okay.
Read Hebrews. It says that we come to the heavenly city. It says that in the book of Hebrews.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just asking a question. I'm saying,
you become a citizen of the New Jerusalem when you become a Christian.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. So you're basically saying
the full manifestation of it obviously hasn't happened, has it? That's a process.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Is I'm just trying to clarify. You're actually saying what I thought you were saying, which is basically spiritual kingdom of people on earth are making up that New Jerusalem, basically. But it's coming. But you also say
it's a spiritual dimension, isn't it? Jesus said, he said to Nicodemus, unless you're born again, you can't see the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is existing. It wasn't something that just has to be invented. Jesus said you can't see it or enter it.
Yeah.
But it didn't say it didn't exist.
Yeah. I don't. Like I said, I don't disagree with.
Same as Babylon. But to say that Babylon is a particular country, I don't think it's actually.
You're not listening to me as intently as I'm listening to you. You see, this is the problem sometimes.
Right, sorry, go on.
What I'm saying.
Sorry, I apologise.
I'm saying, America is not Babylon. America is the daughter of Babylon. Yeah. Babylon, like you said, is a system. Yeah. But America is the daughter of Babylon. The New Jerusalem. The only thing I would like to understand in what you're saying is, you said the New Jerusalem is a spiritual body, which I'm not going to disagree with, but you say it's going to come from heaven. So at some point it's going to come from heaven.
If it's of God, it has to come down from heaven.
Pardon?
If something is of God, it has to come down. It can't come up from below. It comes down from heaven, doesn't it? It comes from the place where God is. It comes
down from heaven. Right, see, I believe the Bible can be understood, and when it says something, I think you can understand it, and that New Jerusalem to me, in that reference in Revelation, is a literal coming down of whatever that is, from heaven. Whatever that is, that New Jerusalem is coming down from heaven. So unless you subscribe to the idea of the rapture, which means that they go up and come down, which I don't subscribe to,
the rapture's the end. I mean, the rapture's going to be at the end. That's the final day. It's not. It's going to happen before the tribulation. It's not. The rapture's not going to happen before the end, because if he's reading Thessalonians,
who's reading Thessalonians?
If you read in the book of Thessalonians, clearly it says, the dead in Christ will rise first. That's the resurrection.
I'm not saying.
You can't have a resurrection before a rapture.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
According to this nonsense.
I don't agree. I don't agree with the rapture. That's what Americans believe. I was questioning what you believe, because I thought the only way that this group of spiritual beings could be coming down out from heaven was if they went into heaven. So I was asking, well, that's why I also asked if you believe in the rapture, which a lot of Christian Americans do believe in. I'm not saying you are. So that's the only way, because I don't believe that the Bible is, I believe the Bible is intelligible. So I believe that when it says something's coming out from heaven, I believe it means whatever that is coming out from down from heaven. I could be wrong, but I take what it says.
What, you mean it's just like a physical city coming down from heaven?
Maybe not a city, but a physical entity. A physical entity.
I don't think you can do that with the Book of Revelation. It doesn't lend itself.
I don't think you can do that with the Book of... So it's all allegorical. We can't understand it.
It's picture language, isn't it?
Picture language.
Yeah.
Like you said before, God does nothing unless he reveals it to his servants, the prophets. Yeah? And like I said, some people can talk out of their own man-made understanding, and some people can talk because they've had revelation from God. I haven't had a revelation from God, but people that I'm listening to, I believe, have. So you can have your ideas and say what you want to say. I believe these people are talking from a greater source than you. So therefore, if you say something which I believe contradicts my intelligence and contradicts what they are saying, my intelligence and what they are saying, then yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, and we have to agree to disagree agreeably, as they say.
I don't put my faith in. You know, I mean, if God reveals stuff to me, then that's what He reveals to me. If He doesn't, then yeah, I can take on board other people's views.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sign up to it unless I actually have that witness in myself.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it.
I don't think that, you know, if God's quite capable of...
This is one thing I like about this guy, Benjamin Baruch, because he's on YouTube and he talks a lot about different stuff. Last week he did talk about Zechariah, and he says, if you don't believe my stuff, ask God and get the witness from God. Ask.
Can I ask you a question?
If you truly believe in God, you will get the answer.
This guy, did he use the...
It's not like I said, it's not really about...
I know, but I'm trying to identify who he is, because the name rings a bell. But did he use to be able to make it rain, for instance? No, sorry, not rain.
No.
There's a guy
it's not
who okay,
he just talks.
The guy that I'm thinking about.
He gives
UFOs.
He gives explanations on the Bible, which people have talked about certain things in the Bible for like 500, 600 years, but when he talks about it, what he says is just like, wow, it's
illuminates.
It's illuminating, and it's not contradictory with what it doesn't
current affairs and what's happening now.
It doesn't contradict other stuff in the Bible,
right?
Because there's lots of stuff that Christians believe which are wrong, like this Good Friday business that they have. There's no such thing as Good Friday. That's bullshit. Christ said 3 days I'll be in. So you can't die Good Friday and then out on Sunday. That's not 3 days. So Good Friday is a crap. There's also hell. Christians believe in hell. There's no such place as hell. That's BS. So what I'm saying is Christians don't know shit. Christians don't know shit about...
One minute. Yeah. So if he died, let's say he died 6 p.m. Friday, yeah?
Yeah.
So 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday is one day. 6 p.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. Sunday.
Not 6 p.m. Sunday, he rose at the beginning of Sunday. Beginning of Sunday.
Yeah, you're right.
And you, Sergeant. Yeah, when you came about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I said, "Oh, hello, Sergeant," because I thought you looked like I said you looked like you had a bit of authority about you. You probably don't remember. And you walked. And I said,
my father was a sergeant.
Huh?
My father was a sergeant.
Okay. And I said,
probably where I got it from.
I thought you were like an undercover army guy. That's what I thought. About you said whatever. But like that's why I say sergeant. But anyway, yeah. But I see you're a Christian. You're a spiritual person. So, as you said, what you say I don't disagree with. If it doesn't take your spirit, then, and you believe in God, yeah, go for it.
I'm very, I don't jump on bandwagons very easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because God's spoken to me. I mean, I've heard His voice. He's actually spoken to me.
Okay.
An audible voice.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't.
And I've had visions and stuff. So I know God can speak.
What's your name?
Richard.
I'll suggest Richard. Ask God, is what this guy is saying? Well, is Benjamin Root? Is his message? Is what he says true? That's all. Is what Benjamin Cruz says is true, and just ask us for yes or no, and then you can do your own research. Then you do your own research.
Check him out on YouTube, see what it's about. But you know, I think the idea that there's no hell, I don't know where that's coming. That's not orthodox view. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to be orthodox, but as soon as people start coming out with something that's unorthodox, you start saying, well, why is he doing that?
For me, it's based on.
Is that what he believes?
I don't know what he believes on hell. I don't know what he believes on hell. He hasn't spoken about that. But for me, based on my reading, for me, hell is I think it's come out from a mixture of Buddhism and something in Buddhism. It came out in the Middle Ages when they were trying to sort of manipulate people. And the idea of hell to me, not that spiritual stuff needs to make sense logically. I don't believe spiritual stuff needs to make sense necessarily, because God, I believe God created the earth in 6 days.
So what's your angle? So what is your attitude? Do you go to a church?
Sometimes I used to go to a church. And I go to various churches. There's a church called UCKG Church. I kind of visit more often than not because they're quite UCKG. Yeah, they like help centres. They're called help centres. It's not. I don't subscribe to them because they're quite money grabbing. But I like to go there because they're quite, for a Bible believing body, they are a group that's quite in your face with your faith. They push you to use your faith. But why I don't believe there's a hell is because I don't believe that after living 70 years of life and doing whatever you've done for 70 years, I don't believe that you will then be burning for eternity for what you've done in 70 years. I think that's disproportionate, and I don't think it's going to happen.
I used to believe that we would die for eternity. But when you actually read the Bible, it says that you'll be burnt and you'll be done away with.
Yeah.
So just like the people in the Old Testament, I mean, you've got this place called Abraham's bosom, yeah?
That's not true. That was just an allegory that Jesus used to illustrate something. That's not true. He was just using an illustration. That wasn't a literal truth. It was just an allegory. Because how can you literally be in someone's bosom? It was just an allegory that he was using.
Could be.
There's no such place as hell. There's no place. I mean, how can that really make sense? You're in heaven, and there's this place over there, and they're burning and burning. It's nonsensical. It doesn't make sense. Nonsensical. I mean, I understand people can believe anything, but that to me is just rubbish. Heaven is just the place where God lives, as befitting a being. Wrong word. As befitting a singularity, an entity which is a singularity such as the Godhead, the eternal ones, a singularity like them, the place where the Father resides, literally, is obviously, it looks unbelievable. It looks spectacular to us. It looks spectacular, of course, because it's where that one lives. It's just like Satan, Lucifer, who was created, the highest created being, who turned away from God. He looks magnificent. If Lucifer came down in front of us here, Lucifer came down now, manifested himself now, or God allowed him to, we would think he was God. We would think he was God. The way his magnificence, he's awesome. The way he looks.
It depends though. Some scriptures say, I can't remember exactly which one it is, but they said when you actually see what Lucifer looks like in the end, yeah.
Not in the end. I'm talking about in the end. I'm talking about when if he comes in, in an angelic form, is an angelic form.
Yeah.
He is. We would bow down to him.
They called him.
We would bow down to him. He's just. We would bow down to him.
They said that he was the star of the morning, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was the highest being created. He looked the part. He looked the part. The highest being created. That's what made him. That's what gave him a problem because. But that's what gave him a problem because.
I don't think unless you see if you know the word.
Cheers, Richard. Thanks for something. Yeah.
If you know the word, yeah, you should never really. Any angels. Angels are not there.
I'm not saying
I know. But what I'm saying is some people might see the magnificent and want to worship it. Yeah, but those who know,
Yeah.
we know that it's an angel
Yeah.
of whatever sort. Yeah, demons are angels.
Yeah.
Do you know? So the truth really is.
All I'm saying is that sometimes when you see things, it's just like you just see a really nice girl, like so maybe Kim Kardashian, yeah, or someone like Kim Kardashian but more beautiful, the body of Kim Kardashian, taller and a beautiful face, whatever. Yeah. That it's not that you want to look. It's just like it just comes out. It's like it's just like what the what? Yeah. It just comes out of you. And this when a being like that, whoosh, it's like you. It's just like you can't help but what? It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, because it's not what you see on everyday thing, is it?
You haven't seen something like that.
Yeah.
That's one reason. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. True.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let me just give you a couple of just. These are what I give it.
Huh? Yeah? In what sense? What was it? Nice one.
It's just basically that, but just in a smaller way.
Okay.
So yeah, America goes down in the next 6 months. Well, by October, November, and then the world goes into the rest of it is a mash up, and then one world government. I'd say sometime next year, 2019. Brexit,
really?
Brexit won't happen. Brexit will not happen.
Because that goes against their whole thing.
No, I mean it's Brexit. It's like when the world is going to go into like a downward spiral of madness, chaos.
Yeah.
It won't be just economic and people. But also nature will also be like going a bit mad as well.
Oh.
So it's just going to be So it's
what earthquakes and so this is when you think when the Bible
not a full manifestation of it, but like a precursor. It's like warnings. Yeah. Warnings of what is to come.
Wars and rumours of wars, yeah?
Well, warnings of what is to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when Christ actually comes, it's not going to be funny. Because he's not coming like now. He's coming. We've got there's still after the one world government set up, there's still
tribulation.
The great tribulation, 3.5 years of tribulation. 42 months, 3.5 years.
Lucifer's locked away.
No, not during that time. No, Lucifer has
1,000 years to reign.
Lucifer has Lucifer at the end of the tribulation, Lucifer is locked up. At the end of the tribulation is that the whole world is basically controlled by the darkness.
You know why? Because the Holy Spirit's left.
Not that the Holy Spirit's left. The Holy Spirit's going to be on just certain people, a certain minority. It won't be on the whole. It's just on a minority of people. The only safe place at that time will be Israel. So if you're alive, go to Israel. That's the only safe place, Petra.
I consider myself a Hebrew.
Oh, you're Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
No problem.
All right. What's your name?
Darren. What's your name?
Kane.
Kane, yeah?
Yeah, right.
Nice to meet you, brother. I'll probably be back, yeah?
Okay.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.